How's it going, everybody? Out here in Virginia doing the Virginia Triple Crown. We parked at the Dragon's Tooth trailhead, doing a little trail up to Dragon's Tooth. We're gonna do this loop probably in 2 nights, I think. It's about a 35-mile loop, looking at decent weather, like mid 70s, low 40s, probably some rain here and there. Kind of out of breath already from this hill. Good group of guys here, it looks like, even though I never met them before. Up here in front of me is Scott from Motivated by Mountains. What's up? It's a sweet channel name. Motivated by Mountains. It's gonna be the word of the day, motivated. And I got 2 thru hikers back here too. We got Chris from New Jersey. He hiked the PCT last year. Then we got, is it Patch or Patches? Patch. Patch. Yeah. Patch, who's like, he's a multiple thru hiker. AT, PCT, some other stuff.
Trail, long trail.
All the big trails. Just met him about 15 minutes ago, and yeah, we're gonna bang this one out.
Yeah, this is the worst part.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet though.
Yeah, it's cool.
Not too technical. So we linked up with the AT going south 0.7 miles up to Dragon's Tooth. Then we're gonna have to backtrack to head back north on the loop. Something I was just thinking about too is I brought no sunscreen, no long sleeves other than a puffy and a fleece. I'm gonna burn. I'm gonna burn bad on this trip, I think. Yeah, starting to open up, getting our first views of the day. Getting pretty close to the top here.
Straight down.
On our way back down the AT from Dragon's Tooth, gonna continue on to McAfee Knob. I remembered I had, actually I didn't remember, I was looking in my clothing bag to see what I had for sun protection, and just last minute threw my wind shirt in there. So thankfully I have something that's not fleece that I can wear to keep the sun off me. Crisis averted. Scott doing his civil duty. Cleaning up all the trash.
Is that gonna impact me when I'm carrying soaking wet towels, right?
How much do you think those towels weigh?
More probably than if they were dry. 4 pounds each.
Like 8 pounds
yeah.
of wet towels.
Yeah, it's probably more than his backpack.
Found at Dragon's Tooth.
I don't need the stick.
Clean it up right.
Done.
This is just gonna be a leave no trace video. Setting good examples for everybody at home. This dude packed out 2 probably 8-pound wet towels from the top of Dragon's Tooth. Packed them down the hill. We stopped at a little trail kiosk thing by a road, and there was actually a guy, his wife was dropping him off for a section hike, and we gave him or I guess he gave him all his trash that he'd been picking up all over the trail to dispose of properly. Definitely not a bad thing to help out a little bit and pick up some trash on the trail. Teaching me the way of the leave no trace, which always is something I try to practice, but I don't adamantly pick up every piece of trash I see on the trail like this guy.
But you don't have to pick up every piece. If you just pick up some, that makes a huge difference. That's the thing. Like, I think people get overwhelmed. You know, you see so much of it so like common now. They're like, I can't pick it all up, so I'm not gonna pick up any.
1 or 2 beer cans on the way out of the trail, like every little thing helps, I guess. So do your part, leave no trace, help keep the world a cleaner place.
There you go.
That wasn't even intended to rhyme, just that good. Walking on the cow trail. We are in the cow pasture section. A lot of scat all over the trail here. Definitely glad we got water back there. You don't want to get it in this area. Yeah, I remember doing research on this trail a couple years ago. I remember looking at this section. Honestly, didn't do much research on this whole entire area for this trip. Kind of remembered a lot of it as far as like the water carries and stuff. Pretty simple, not a lot of resources honestly, but as long as you know where to fill up water at, you really need to worry about a whole lot on here. There is going to be probably a 10-mile section on the north end of the loop once we turn off of the AT. That's going to have like no water, so we're definitely going to have to camel up and just be prepared for that. Also looking at like 80% chance of rain on Sunday. So today's Friday. Tomorrow we should get decent weather, maybe a little bit of rain, but Sunday it's definitely going to be a wet one. Oh hey Scott, look, mountains. Are you feeling motivated?
I'm feeling extremely motivated.
We got a rogue cow. He looks disgruntled.
I see you, you see me, I see you. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you better walk on.
That's right.
At all leading up to Canada, but we didn't know like how far leading up to it. So
decent climb out of the cow pasture back there, but we've been riding the ridge of the AT here for just miles. We got probably about 4.5 miles to McAfee Knob, and we're gonna be camping like just past that. So our hope is that we're actually gonna get up and like get a sweet like sunrise over McAfee Knob. That will be awesome if it's not like too foggy and stuff in the morning. So yeah, it's about 4:30 right now. Shouldn't be too much longer, like I said. And we'll be at camp. Bust out that chair. Make these guys jealous. So you weren't kidding. All those people are probably at McAfee's Knob right now. We're not going to be alone at the campsite tonight. McAfee or McAfee Knob is the most photographed part of the AT. And like Patch back here just told me it's the most visited section of the AT. So I'm not going to be alone, but that's all right. It's going to be cool to actually see it too. I've seen pictures of it for so many years, and like I said before, I've been wanting to come out here for like 3 years now. It's gonna be cool to see it in person.
You need the ultra
3.9 miles. So I don't know if it'll come off on camera, but if you can see all these bugs flying around. I really hope you can see these. I mean, it is a swarm. And the funny thing is it's kind of been like this all day. Every now and then when we get above, like, I don't want to say above tree line, when we get up top where it's like really exposed, they're not super bad, but I mean, they are everywhere. They're just like all around the camera right now. Almost to McAfee Knob here, filling up some water so we don't have to do it later.
And my ears.
Yeah, we're getting some extra protein. I think we've all eaten a couple of these guys today.
Yeah.
Wow. I think that might be Tinker Cliffs in the distance over there.
They're all around you.
Dude. Sweet.
Just right here.
It's like a bubble.
He's in the wrong bubble.
He is in the wrong bubble.
The wrong bubble?
You're in the mosquito bubble.
Yeah, I can feel him.
It's right
Just enough. Wait a
It's
minute.
just blowing them off you.
Yeah, the wind is just
Dude.
enough.
I wish I could get these on camera. I won't.
Oh, trust me, I think the picture.
Oh yeah, you want to look at my pictures?
I think your picture has the one I took of you. I think you can see him.
Oh, dude, it's
Oh, yeah.
funny when you scroll through. It's got that little
You can see
motion.
them in the sun here. Aren't biting me about. Holy dude.
Yeah. The only smart.
We got a bug problem.
Right here, so I can't.
Dude, they're all over you.
Why you gotta bring them right to me? Let the wind blow them away.
Like the bug.
We thought they'd be better up here because it's kind of windy, but it's definitely not deterring them.
But now they feel like they're biting.
This guy brought a head net. He's the only smart one of us.
Baby.
I know one.
I think they're
person
just
out
like
there
gnats
roll up.
or some like little flies or something.
Right down
They're not
here.
buzzing around. If they were buzzing, oh,
Anyway,
that'd be
right down
bad.
there.
The view is twice as good as I thought it would be. The knob? I don't know. Not as magnificent as I thought. I thought it'd be kind of bigger. Definitely a sweet spot though. Bugs up there were freaking crazy, so we're headed back down. Not back down, we're headed still on the 18 north. Campsite's probably a half mile down the hill here. We're gonna try to get a fire going. Hopefully that will keep some of these bugs away. The plan is to definitely come back up here to try to catch the sunrise tomorrow morning. So super excited about that. That should be pretty cool. Picnic table? Oh, dude, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's a snug one person.
Yeah, but it's the vestibule space is crazy. Like I could sleep right here. You could close that, and I could totally sleep right there.
That's what's so cool about this. Oh, the back vestibule is the same size too.
Yeah, this is so much like my Stratospire.
Durston X-Mid?
Yeah, Dan Durston gear.
I can't believe that. It's literally like,
It's massive.
it triples the size of the tent inside.
Yeah.
That is a small tent, but with all that space. Patch over here has got the DCF, the one from Gossamer Gear. Brand new, never been tested.
And I'm gonna sleep right here in the dirt.
Yeah.
That's my shelter right there.
Just throw your sleeping pad down and be
There you
good.
go, I'll go too. I'm in too.
So I got the Six Moon Designs Deschutes tarp with the Serenity net tent. Looking like it might be dry tonight, I think. So the rain isn't definitely supposed to come until Sunday. So maybe a little bit of sprinkles during the day tomorrow, but probably a dry night tonight. Like 40, 45 degrees tonight. Sweet full moon up there too.
I was about to say, is it a full moon?
It looks pretty full.
Oh, that's killer. We can go up on the knob like pretty much without headlamps.
But definitely losing some daylight here. Just going to get the chair out because I brought it. Got to use it. Make some food. Just gonna do some like mountain house or something easy tonight and hang out by the fire a little bit.
He looked like a horse.
All packed up here at camp, getting ready to go, just filling up some water and some other stuff. I think the plan is, at least me and Scott, I think we're gonna do like the rest of the loop today. Help us get out of here before the rain comes tonight. No rain in the forecast today, but it's gonna be like a solid like 20 plus mile day, maybe like a 23. I think the other two guys, they might take another day out here, but yeah, we're gonna get moving here a little bit. It's 8:30 right now, a little bit past. Good bit of elevation today starting out, but should level off in that other mountain ridge over there. So we're back on the AT going northbound. We're actually like 2 miles in right now already. This morning we went up, it's actually probably that mountain right there. We did like the half-mile back uphill to go watch the sunrise at McAfee Knob, and that was awesome. That was definitely worth the hike. The bugs were crazy up there. Like they started swarming and landing on my face and everything, and I was actually just talking before that about how bad they were yesterday, but they weren't like unbearable. Well, they were pretty unbearable this morning, but as soon as the sun started popping up, they just were gone. It was nice, got to sit there in peace and watch the sun come up, eat our breakfast. It was cool, but yeah, so we are starting our long 20-mile day. It's probably gonna be like 23 miles, something like that. The other two guys, they were packing up still when we left. They're gonna stay out another night, kind of enjoy the wilderness a little bit more, but we're gonna try to bank out a long mile day today.
That's pretty cool. That'd be a neat place to camp.
The majestic vulture. So we are on the start of Tinker Cliffs here, I think. It looks like McAfee Knob would be up there, so we just came around this ridge here, heading back over that way, and we're going to run that entire mountain range all the way back down to the vehicles. I was just telling him this is a really cool trail because you really get a good grasp of like where you came from and where you're going. You can kind of, you know, you're riding ridges the whole way around. So a lot of trails you're kind of in a green tunnel. You can't really see exactly where you're going or where you came from. This one's kind of cool, at least this time of year, because there's not a bunch of leaves and stuff. The views are really, really good right now. I don't know about this time of year as far as bugs go, because they're freaking terrible right now. We were out of them for a while, but it seems like the higher you get, the worse they get for some reason. You think it'd be the other way around. We were wondering, since that entire stretch over there is going to be 12 miles without water, so we have to fill up before we go up the hill. Wondering if maybe since it's drier over there, the bugs won't be as bad. It's just a theory. It's probably wrong, but we'll see.
I want to go off of there. And that's such a cool tree.
Yeah, gnarly.
Yeah. Mr. Miyagi tree.
A little snake right here, chilling in the rocks. This is a really pretty little area. So we're crossing the bridge we've been waiting on. We just dropped from 3,000 feet up on Tinker Cliffs to 1,300 feet. And gonna break the bridge. Yeah, it's a bouncy one. But yeah, now we're gonna go right back up. I'm guessing to at least 2,500 feet, it looks like. Gonna cross this little meadow area and fill up water once we reach the bottom of the climb. And that'll be it for water for the day. Well, we just stopped and had a 48-minute lunch break, which was nice. Cooked up some ramen noodles, had some coffee, some real coffee, a pour over. I was gonna make it up on the knob this morning, but the bugs were so bad when I was trying to do it, I just didn't even feel like messing with it. But we're starting this climb now. It's gonna be a big one, and we're all loaded down with water now too, so. Still finding trash. Well, it's raining now up on the ridge. We finally made it all the way to the top. We're kind of getting to the point where we are like directly across from McAfee Knob, but we're about 12.5 miles in for the day. Looking at the radar, it's pretty sketchy. We got some red stuff coming up at us. We're thinking it's gonna hit us for sure. We're just hoping we're gonna be like on the downward, like the last 3 or 4 miles down the mountain before it hits us, or we might have to hunker down or something. Definitely hearing some thunder. Looks like we're walking right into some thunderstorms here. We'll see, just hiking, living the dream. Legs getting a little tired, just wish I could find some motivation. Oh, there's a mountain! Just the motivation I needed. Let's hear the story behind the motivated by mountains.
I gotta yell over the thunder?
Yes. Hope that's picking up the thunder. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, like, so I grew up hiking and all that, camping and everything, and then living on the coast, I didn't really hike or backpack for years, like a long time. And then when I decided to get back into it, I think it was because it was such a stark contrast, being on the coast and then going to the mountains. It was like this big impact on me, and it motivated me to do more of it. And every time I went to the mountains, it gave me this like energy, this motivation. It made me feel good. I was motivated by the mountains.
I kind of wondered if that was going to be the story, because I knew you were a real East Coaster.
Yeah, I mean, living in the Outer Banks, and then it's pretty flat there. There's no mountains. There's some big dunes, and there are some forests, but they're small. So coming out here and walking in this tropical paradise.
Tropical. Yeah, you are from the beach.
I don't know. It's just different. It's beautiful. It just makes me feel good. It like recharges me, and at the same time, it's challenging for me. Like especially when I first got back into backpacking like 6 years ago, and I had like one of my trips where I spent a night. It was like 18 degrees, and I got soaked, and it was legitimately like scary. Even though that sucked in a way, I loved it, and I wanted to do more of it, and I wanted to figure out like how do I not freeze my off when it's raining.
It's a learning curve to figure out how not to freeze in the rain. Definitely something that scares people coming out. You see any rain in the forecast, most people, or a lot of people at least, will bail. We knew it was going to rain this trip. We just figured it was going to rain tomorrow. Kind of figured we were going to beat it since we were booking out a day early, but I don't know. A little bit of satisfaction I have though, like leaving the trail with dry gear, like leaving a wet trail with dry gear. Like I won't have to go home and dry it out, hopefully, as long as all my stuff stays dry in the pack. Well, we just got dumped on for like a mile. And still having fun though. Like honestly, it's a fun hike. I will say, completely soaked through. I'm just completely drenched right now. These little gloves, dual layer latex gloves, are just like saving my hands right now. Still going good, still having fun out here. We'll see. Just trying to keep moving. We're really moving good pace right now because just got to keep that core up, because I mean, like I said, I'm soaked. He's starting to soak through a little bit too, and we finally just got a little bit of a break in the rain. About 14.5 in for the day. It's really cool and foggy up here now. I think the rain is completely stopped now, but the wind is like, I mean, it could be a lot worse, but we're definitely getting hammered by wind the whole time. It's looking like we only have about 3.5 to 4 miles to go, which is awesome. It's a little bit less than we thought, so that'll be over 20 something, which will average out the loop at about 35 miles, which is, I mean, I've seen all different mileage lengths on this trail, so kind of anxious to see after I get all the data uploaded what it actually is. So the storm that we just went through was a little tiny red blip on the radar, and the big one is still coming. So it's looking like we actually are gonna beat that. So that's good news. Yeah. Fog lights. Crazy fog. This is sweet though. I love hiking in the fog. We're going downhill. It looks like we have about a half mile. Definitely stopped raining, and it looks like it's gonna be half decent. Maybe the storm broke up. We never got that that big surge that was coming for us, which is awesome. Those other two guys are still out there, so they're probably enjoying the little break. The real rain's coming tomorrow though. It's like 100% chance, so hopefully they can stay dry. Not a lot more to go. This was a good hike today. This was a blast. It's fun hiking in the rain when you're not cold. All right, well, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. That's roughly 20 miles, so that's gonna be like a 35-mile loop. Special thanks to this guy. Thanks for inviting me, guy.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
Dude, that was a blast. That was really fun hike.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Motivated by Mountains, check him out. I'm gonna put his channel just in the description below. Go check him out, subscribe, good stuff. And yeah, that's gonna do it for Virginia. This was a fun one, a lot of diverse stuff happening. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe down below for more videos like this in the future. So I'm probably gonna do like a gear video for this. That'll be the next one that I upload after this. Kind of run down of the gear I used on this. Maybe tell you what I liked, what I didn't like about my choices. But yeah, that's it. So once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.